In India, around 120 languages are spoken, along with approximately 270 mother tongues. When it comes to communication across different states, the most commonly used languages for mutual understanding are Hindi and English. Recently, an issue has been surfacing on the internet regarding the resentment among South Indians against the imposition of the Hindi language. It is important to note that Hindi is not the national language and therefore cannot be forcibly imposed on people who speak different regional languages. However, as per the Indian constitution, both Hindi and English are recognized as official languages, and learning them can be beneficial. The question of a national language has been a subject of debate since India's independence. I came across an incident where some Tamil-speaking individuals covered Hindi signs with black paint. Such actions are inappropriate and constitute a punishable offence. Displaying this kind of behaviour can provoke violence, both within the state and across the country. In another unfortunate incident, a Marathi bus driver was physically assaulted by a passenger simply because he could not speak their language. As I mentioned earlier, such incidents have the potential to escalate conflicts. The framers of the Constitution envisioned a gradual transition to Hindi as the sole official language. However, they recognized the sensitivities surrounding language imposition. Hence, they included provisions to safeguard the interests of non-Hindi speaking states. Article 343 of the Constitution explicitly states that the official language of the Union shall be Hindi in Devanagari script. However, it also provides for the continued use of English for all official purposes of the Union for a period of 15 years from the commencement of the Constitution. This compromise aimed to strike a balance between promoting Hindi and respecting linguistic diversity. The intention was to allow sufficient time for non-Hindi speaking regions to adapt and for the government to promote the learning of Hindi. The objective was not to impose Hindi, but to facilitate communication and national integration. The idea was that over time, Hindi would be adopted organically as a common language, bridging linguistic barriers. However, the reality has been more complex. While Hindi has gained significant ground as a language of commerce and popular culture, it has also faced resistance, particularly in southern states. The perception of Hindi imposition has led to linguistic movements and protests, highlighting the enduring sensitivities surrounding language and identity. Recent incidents have brought the issue of language back to the forefront of national discourse. In Tamil Nadu, a state with a long history of resistance to Hindi imposition, there have been reports of Hindi signboards being defaced. These incidents, while isolated, reflect the deep-seated anxieties surrounding the perceived threat to regional languages. Similar incidents have been reported in other parts of the country, indicating that the issue of language remains a sensitive one. These incidents underscore the importance of approaching language policy with sensitivity and nuance. While promoting any language, it is crucial to ensure that it does not come at the cost of other languages or cultural identities. Imposing a language can be counterproductive, leading to resentment and division rather than unity. It is essential to recognize that language is not just a means of communication, it is an integral part of one's cultural identity and heritage. The debate surrounding Hindi is not merely about linguistic preference, it is about identity, representation, and power dynamics. For many, Hindi represents the dominant North Indian culture, and its promotion is seen as an attempt to impose this culture on other parts of the country. This sentiment is particularly strong in the southern states, where regional identities are deeply entrenched, and languages like Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and Malayalam hold immense cultural and historical significance. The challenge for India lies in finding a way to celebrate its linguistic diversity while fostering a sense of national unity. This requires a nuanced approach that respects all languages and recognizes the value of multilingualism. Instead of imposing one language over others, the focus should be on promoting linguistic harmony and creating an environment where all languages can thrive. Education can play a vital role in this regard. Introducing children to different languages from a young age can foster a sense of appreciation for India's linguistic diversity. It can also equip them with the skills to navigate a multilingual society. The three-language formula, which includes Hindi, English, and the regional language, has been advocated as a way to promote multilingualism. Ultimately, the goal should be to create a society where language is not a barrier, but a bridge. A society where people are free to speak their mother tongues while also being able to communicate with fellow citizens from different parts of the country. This requires a shift in perspective from language imposition to language inclusion. It demands a conscious effort to move away from linguistic chauvinism and embrace the richness and beauty of India's linguistic tapestry.